What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. I wanted to come in and discuss this viral video of KodakBlack. Very disturbing video. We'll get to that video. First, I wanted to give a little backstory on KodakBlack. I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with him, but I just wanted to kind of set the story before we watch the video. So we'll start when he came into the game. From an early age, Kodak's environment was fraught with challenges. Raised in a community where hardship was a daily reality, he turned to music as both an escape and a form of expression. His ability to articulate experiences with vivid storytelling quickly resonated with fans, setting him apart as a unique voice in a crowded industry. Yet, as his star rose, so did the dark elements of his life. Reports and interviews have frequently referenced his battles with substance abuse, an issue that, for many, has been inseparable from his narrative. His struggles with drugs were often portrayed as a coping mechanism, a way to numb the pain of a turbulent upbringing and the pressures of sudden fame. And let me stop there. I think we all have heard that before, how drugs are used as a coping mechanism to deal with PTSD and trauma, which a lot of young black men have and are dealing with undiagnosed. And a lot of people do turn to drugs. So in the beginning, when the person is successful and you know they're doing drugs, but they're successful, they're creating great art, it's easier for you to turn a blind eye to what they're doing because of what they're putting out once they're under the influence. Kodak's legal troubles further complicated his trajectory. Multiple arrests and subsequent stints behind bars have become recurring themes in his story. Each incarceration not only interrupted his momentum, but also reinforced a public image steeped in rebellion and controversy. To many, his time in prison seemed to underscore the inevitability of a self-destructive path, while others saw it as a moment of reckoning, a chance for a troubled artist to confront the consequences of his actions and perhaps seek redemption. And I think, once again, that's what we all pray for when somebody does have to go to prison. We are all hoping that they come back out, reinvigorated. They come back out ready to make a change and not repeat the things that got them in that situation. When KodakBlack went to jail years back, it was around the time Gucci Mane got out of jail. And I remember being so inspired by Gucci Mane and I knew Gucci and Kodak had a relationship. So I was hoping that maybe some of that would rub off on KodakBlack. And maybe he wouldn't make a 180-degree change the way Gucci did, but maybe 100 degrees, he would start to change some of the things around. In recent months, attention has once again turned to KodakBlack, not for his music, but for a viral video that has sparked widespread debate. In the video, Kodak is seen eating chicken on the ground while appearing visibly intoxicated. The footage, shared widely on social media, has provoked a mix of reactions. For some viewers, the image is a stark reminder of Kodak's ongoing struggle with a substance abuse and the personal demons that have dogged him throughout his life. For others, it raises questions about the pressures of public life and the complex interplay between fame, personal freedom, and self-destruction. And I think that last statement would once again be making an excuse, because it raises questions about the pressures of public life and the complex interplay between fame, personal freedom, and self-destruction. And you can't say because of the lifestyle that he's choosing to live that this is the reason that he's appearing like this on this video. So let's check out the video and see what this viral moment is all about.
Free advertisement, you over there recording the wrong thing. Take a seat next to him, take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food, enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother. Talk to the people. Okay. Hold on, bro. I want to be part of that shit, bro. Bro, I want to join that, bro. I want to be on that. Only get to do this phone. Oh, that motherfucker. Yeah, for the people. Boy, you want something, though?
Tell them folks what's going on. Tell them like, man, what the hell going on?
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Come on, let's go.
Let's keep talking.
Yeah, now as you can see, people are laughing. People are saying I need to get the right angle. I'm not shooting the right thing. And you guys know I've made videos about academics, and I've made videos about how I thought he had an alcohol problem. I really have never told my story. I am 2.5 years sober from alcohol. I went into treatment myself twice in California. Came back home and relapsed and had to turn right back around a month later and go back. And that time, you know, I've been sober since August 12th, 2022. So I know what Kodak is going through. They're not laughing with him, they're laughing at him. And none of those people are his friends to even partake in it. I'm pretty sure he's the money. And it's like I said earlier, he's still able to produce. He's still being accepted in his condition. And we've seen this story so many times that it only takes one bad pill. It only takes one bad line because of this fentanyl, and it could take his life like that. He could be gone. And the sad part is because of videos like this, none of us are going to be surprised. I see Kanye West reached out. He said he saw him wearing a dollar chain in that video, and he wanted to reach out and see if he could be of assistance. And we know all the trauma that Kanye has going on. I don't know why he felt the need to go to the internet in order to reach out to KodakBlack instead of doing it behind the scenes, which is the reason I didn't include his video in my video, because at this point, I think everything he does is to make it about himself. So that's the reason I did not include that part. But when you have money, and you know what I learned in treatment is everybody has their own rock bottom. And you can only pray that his rock bottom is not death. But sometimes people's rock bottom is death. I experienced my rock bottom, and I sought to get treatment, and I did everything that my sponsor told me to stay sober, because it got to a point where I was hopeless, and I knew that I didn't have the knowledge on how to remain sober. I didn't. I took on the mindset of a child and said, I'm going to let them teach me. And it would take total submission for KodakBlack to come out of this situation. You know, the first step is to admit that you have a problem, and he's obviously not there. This lifestyle of living this way has been normalized for the past 10 years through several artists who make it known that they are opiate addicts. So this lifestyle has been normalized, and instead of being shamed, and I'm not here to shame him, he's being celebrated by a lot of young guys because they're saying I'm the same way. I hate that KodakBlack is going through this. I hate to see him, you know, I hate to see a young man, black, white, any nationality, going through a struggle with addiction, because I know what it's like. Addiction leads to depression, and they feed off of each other unless you're willing to admit that you have a problem. And I pray that KodakBlack gets to that point in his life. Ultimately, the story of KodakBlack is one of contradictions. His musical talent and ability to capture the essence of street life have earned him both acclaim and notoriety. Yet, his personal life, marred by drug abuse and brushes with the law, paints a picture of an artist who is as much a victim of his environment as he is a product of his own choices. The latest video serves as a potent symbol of his struggle, a visual representation of a life caught between the lure of self-destruction and the possibility of transformation, which is what I'm praying for him. As KodakBlack continues to navigate the tumultuous terrain of fame and personal redemption, his journey remains subject of public fascination. Whether this moment will catalyze a change in direction or simply add another chapter to a long history of controversy is yet to be seen. What remains undeniable, however, is that Kodak's story is a complex tapestry woven with both brilliance and brokenness, reflecting the often harsh realities of life in the limelight. And that's a story that's been told so many times, from Amy Winehouse to Rich Homie Quan to Gangsta Boo, to the list goes. Addiction and depression almost go hand in hand. So hope everybody pray for Kodak Black, not laugh at Kodak Black. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. You know how I do it. Peace.